for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member, for calling this support amendment, this hearing. Also, thank you, Undersecretary Sigel Mandiker, for joining us today. And as well, would like to thank you for your participation in December at the Parliamentary Intelligence Security Forum. It'll be very important. We have about 100 delegates from 43 countries to date. And I also appreciate you sending a staff member down to Buenos Aires for the forum there in November. Madam Secretary, I want to speak with you about concerns that I have referencing the classified memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Qatar on terror financing that I reviewed recently at the State Department. While this document is classified, at this point it is unclear to me. We're having a difficult time in the state making the MOU available for members to review at a convenient time at the SCIF on Capitol Hill. There appears to be nothing sensitive that I've read in it that would justify highly classified information, but there's very little there in terms of specifics, but it did strike me as limited in a number of key ways. As you know, it's the specifics that we are concerned about in Congress as we look to establish our own congressional oversight. When we look at the comments made as well by Secretary Tillerson in July when he signed the MOU, and Secretary Mnuchin's comments about the MOU just a few days ago, there appears to be a number of references about the agreement, but again, very few specifics. Here are some specifics that we do know. We know that Qatar has supported Hamas. We know Qatar has harbored actors that finance terrorists, like Saeed al-Kabi, who in 2015 was designated by the U.S. Treasury as a financial supporter of al-Qaeda and al-Nusra Front. We know Qatar finances the Muslim Brotherhood around the Middle East and has replaced Saudi Arabia as the chief financier of radical Islamic teachings. Qatar has housed leaders from Hamas, such as Khalid Mashal. They've also housed prominent members of the Muslim Brotherhood, like Sheikh al-Qadari, and as well the Taliban. We know that Qatar has allowed its country to be a safe haven for known terrorists. We know Qatar has helped finance terrorists by paying ransom for kidnappings. Qatar has as well supported al-Qaeda in Syria, a comment that the Emir made to me directly. During this question time, we'll explore this further. However, I do realize that one of the best avenues of defeating our enemies is putting a stop to the flow of money that's used to fund the terrorism. The Treasury Department's Office of Terrorism and Financial Intelligence is on the front lines of the war on terror, and I commend you for your work to ensure that terrorist enterprises cannot reap the benefits of normal banking operations and other manners that are essential for them to perform. Congress must as well provide the necessary support for these efforts. Mr. Chairman, I look forward to today's important hearing, and I yield back.